Hey guys, so I was just coming back from my walk. I just got back to my car and I've been thinking about this video at how freaking magical this is, because these people who have been living in gray or monochrome landscape for so long all of a sudden put these glasses on and instantly they're just overcome, like overwhelmed by joy, by beauty, by awe, because they're finally getting to basically lay their eyes on God's creation. You know, this thing that we take for granted because we see it all the time. We've always had it. But this is so powerful because we really get to see here that the things that are most important, the things that are the biggest blessings, the things that really actually make our life fulfilling and meaningful and abundant are the very simple things that are here all the time, that we don't have to work for, that we don't have to make happen, that we don't have to earn, and we don't have to buy. So imagine if you close your eyes right now, and go ahead, it'll be fun. Close your eyes and imagine just before you're looking out the window, but it's gray, or it's just monochrome, or just muted tones. And then open your eyes now. And just letting that in, like you're seeing color, you're seeing green, you're seeing blue, you're seeing creation for the very first time. I mean, really let yourself suck that in, and you can feel your own heart start to bubble up in joy. You can feel a state of awe come over you. You can feel yourself being saturated by the energy of the colors of everything that's around you, right? And when we live in a state of awe, or we're in a state of awe, science shows us that we're building new neural pathways. So we're building a new structure, a new blueprint, so to speak, for a higher level of consciousness. And when we can be in that state of just, oh my gosh, look at this, and you're taking it all in, you're living in a state of gratitude. When you're in a state of gratitude, you're opening the door for even more blessings to come, right? And the other very important piece here is that these things that we have around us that we've taken for granted because we've always had them, these are actually the things that are going to be the most fulfilling and the most meaningful, and will bring your life the most depth, right? And how do I know that? Because when we take them away, right? So the things that you don't have to pay for, that you don't have to buy, that you don't have to earn, that you don't have to work for, are the things that matter most. Because when you take those things away, those are the things that will have the biggest impact on your life, right? So you think about your animals, the people that you love, your ability to walk, your ability to see, your ability to touch, to smell. All those things, if those are taken away, or if one of those is taken away, your life is severely impacted, right? So if you lose your car, you know what? You get another one. If you lose your job, not really a big deal, right? If you lose your house, just a pile of sticks and stones. But if you lose one of those things that we've taken for granted, your life is incredibly impacted. So if you can just look today, spend today, I invite you, this is a challenge, spend today looking at everything as if it was the first time you've ever seen it. Like the people on this video, when they're just looking at everything and have really nothing to say because of the state of awe that they're in, looking at the beauty of all the things that they've been missing out on and living without. And when you bring yourself into that space, you actually start to feel so abundant and so blessed that the little things that you've been worrying about and thinking about that have to do with money really just fall by the wayside, because in actuality they don't matter, right? And that is when you can get connected to creation in genuine gratitude and awe. You start to pull yourself out of the matrix. So this is the doorway, my friends, out of the matrix, because back in the day when evil was invoked onto the planet, because it was, their whole game plan was to take control over you so they could take control over the planet, which they have done a pretty good job over the past several 100,000 years, right? And so their job was to make you believe that you couldn't have this much joy, this much good feeling stuff in your life unless you bought it. They made you believe that you had to work for it, you had to earn it. And the only things worth having were the things that you had to buy, the things that you had to pay for. But in this contrast, in this conversation that we've had so far, you start to see that that's a big load of BS, right? Because there's nothing that money will buy you that will give you the level of fulfillment in the level of life, the high definition of life that those things that you do not have to pay for can give you, right? So that's pulling yourself out of the matrix. You're taking their control away from you, right? Because in reality, you have access to all this stuff. It doesn't cost a dang thing, but you have to have appreciation for it. And when you have appreciation for it, like if you follow Abraham Hicks, we know what appreciation does, right? It amplifies. It brings you more things to be appreciative of, that you will appreciate, more experiences to appreciate. But this is a good way to bring yourself into a genuine state of appreciation. So take that with you today. And I know there was something else I wanted to say about this, but I don't remember what it was. But like I said, try for the rest of the day to just look at everything like it was your first time seeing it. Like you've put on those special glasses where you could see the awe, the beauty, and let yourself be brought into that level of awe and beauty. I remember what it was now, that a lot of all of the spiritual texts, the holy texts, they talk about the kingdom of heaven being within us. And that's so true. And heaven being on earth. And that is so true. And it's all it takes is a shift in our perspective, a shift in our understanding, a shift of where we're looking. And that's it. And that's all the book that we call the Bible was trying to teach us, that we can create our own heaven, but we have to look at what's here. And anytime we make the source of our good, the source of our abundance, something other than something that comes from the Creator, meaning making the money the source of our good, our boss the source of our good, our 401k or bank account the source of our good, the universe will rip the rug out from underneath us, because it's not truth. And when we can turn to Creator and say, look at that abundance that we have, then our abundance will come to us in greater amounts than we ever could have imagined. And that's also what the holy texts tell us. But it's been misconstrued and twisted when it came through a lot of the churches. So we won't go down that road. That's a whole nother conversation. But know that you're blessed. And so take this day and live in gratitude, in awe, and look at what's already here, because it's going to draw your attention to all of the other incredible blessings that you have in your life that have nothing to do with money, that money will never buy you. So that's all. I'd love to hear your feedback, your experience, and keep it real. All right. Love you guys. Bye.